it's Andrea. I'm back with another Sew With Me. This is from the Quilty Fun book by Lori Holt. The quilt pictured there on the front is the Be In My Bonnet Row Along. That's what we're working on. I believe I got this from Fat Quarter Shop. I'm going to link them down below in the description box if you want to check them out. I am an affiliate for them, so it does greatly help me. The first one we did was these little blocks. Today we're doing butterflies. Oops, butterflies. Aren't they cute? Oh yeah, this is a kit. I forget that every time. I did get a kit for this. I always forget to use the kit fabric, y'all. Lord have mercy. I did get the kit from Fat Quarter Shop. This isn't part of it. I did use the background fabric that they sent, though, for my background. I did use that. I haven't used any of these yet, because I'm just pulling from my Lori stash right now. I'm trying to find smaller pieces of my Lori stash. There's the solids. I pulled a gray from my stash for the butterflies. Huh. See, I don't even see a gray in here. Anyway, I'll add whatever is left over from that to my stash, so I'm never running out of Lori, you know that. My throat is freaking killing me. Y'all know yesterday I told you it was feeling scratchy, like for the last 2 days, like I'd been screaming or something. Today it's full on razor blades, so I'm afraid I might have strep or something. I'm gonna go to the doctor tomorrow if I have time, because I got a busy day. First up, we're gonna attach F to D. And I believe these are gonna be our butterfly bodies. So I've got 2 strips of D. They're going to go on either side of our gray. Yeah, I feel a little bit queasy, but I don't have a fever. So I don't know. I'm going to get me some Chloraseptic tomorrow, though, and I'm going to run to the doctor. First, I have to go to the community center. I have to be at the Paragould Community Center water park at 8 a.m. to try and win the opportunity to rent the swimming pool for the kids' birthdays. There's so much competition to rent the community swimming park in the summer months that they literally have to hold a raffle and draw your name before you even get to try to purchase or rent it. It's crazy town. I've been doing it for years, though. A couple times I didn't get it, most of the time I do. All right, let's go on to the next section so we can keep it chain piece. Anyway, so I could be there for hours depending on if and when they draw my name. But since I have to get up at the crack of dawn, which I hate getting up that early, I'm going to go up for breakfast, because I never go out and eat breakfast because I always like to sleep in. Now we're going to take G, which is our wings, and we are snowballing them on the top 2 corners, all of these. Oh my gosh. So anyway, when I get out of that raffle, hopefully sooner rather than later, I'm gonna go eat breakfast and go to the doctor. But I still have to work tomorrow. I have 1 session, so that's not till 2. So I should have time to do everything. And it's telehealth, so don't worry about me being sick and working. Y'all know I work from home through telehealth for my regular job. which if you didn't know, I'm a therapist. So I've been doing that for 25 years now. Can y'all believe that crap? That's a long dang time. I just feel like I'm 35. And I'm not. I'm going to take this seam guide off. I don't think I need it for this project. And it's moving all over the place. I hope I don't have strep throat, but I kind of hope I do though, because then they'll give me antibiotics and it'll clear up. If they say something like, all the tests came back negative, they won't do anything. I just have to suffer it. You know what I mean? And I really want to get rid of it. I don't want to suffer it. I'm a wimp when it comes to stuff like that. I do not enjoy being sick. Luckily, I'm not sick very often, knock on wood. I probably picked something up in Paducah. You know, it was so many people in such a small space. Well, it wasn't a small space, but we were jam-packed in there like sardines, you know. I swapped out my quilt last night. I put a new quilt on the bed, Farm Girl Vintage 2, and I just freaking love that quilt. I just sat there and admiring it last night. And I love the tiny little blocks, are my favorite. And I took the quilt that was on the bed. Janie comes on Thursdays to clean, so I knew Janie was coming the next morning, and I changed the quilt out, you know, right before I went to bed, and I just put the other quilt in the living room for her to wash and put up. And guess what Pee-Poo decided to do to said quilt? Throw a freaking hairball on it. Of course. I mean, really? Ooh, something soft, and I can put a hairball on it. I should have put it in a laundry basket. I just wasn't thinking. Because, you know, Jamie comes pretty early in the morning to start cleaning, so I was thinking, oh, it'll just be here for a few hours, you know what I mean? Going to bed. Pee-Poo had other plans. It's expensive to rent that pull out, but let's say Sam's already passed the birthday party stage. He doesn't want birthday parties anymore. Their birthdays are only 2 days apart, by the way. And Stella's not, and it won't be long till she is, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fine with buying an expensive birthday party because we'll probably only have a few left, you know, before she's tired of them and just wants to go out to dinner or something, you know, or just wants money. And I have looked out over the years with their birthdays just being 2 days apart. They did combo birthday parties until Sam was tired of birthday parties. I could always find a way to do it for both of them. 2 for 1. Me and Mama went out to lunch today. It wasn't good. It wasn't a great day for the Hayes buffet. And then we went, I had to pick up my prescriptions and I had to get my oil changed. And what else? Mama wanted to go to Aldi. She always wants to go to Aldi, so. Or Aldi, whatever. And then after school, Stella wanted to go eat at Chili's, which I was still full for my lunch with Mom. So she just ordered something, and she ordered chicken strips and some dip. And that's about it. That was our day. Oh, I still got to pick my book of the month choice. The first, I'm sewing this. I'm trying to try to post it tonight. It's May 1st, but on May 1st, I have to pick my Ipsy choices, my Birchbox choices, and my block of the month choices. And I've done my Birchbox and Ipsy, but not my book of the month. Okay, this little strip on the other side of gray. I said I was going to take this flower off and I haven't done it. If it stopped moving around, let me see if I can take it some more. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. This washi tape does not want to stick very well. It's not the greatest washi tape I've ever had. Yeah, that feels much more secure. Now I've lost the end of it. Where the heck? All right, let's snowball the other side here. Seem like they're gonna, I think this is gonna be a pretty easy row. Famous last words, right? Y'all, my throat is freaking killing me. I'm definitely gonna go get some Chloraseptic tomorrow. I had some hauls. They didn't really seem to do anything. Antibiotics. Stat. You know what happens to me though after I take antibiotics? I break out in a rash. I get like these bumps, these whelps all over my face. It's very strange. And there's some I can't take at all, like that they just tear my stomach up. Like not like, you know, making me poop or something, but it literally hurts like someone's punching me in the stomach. I don't like, my body does not like antibiotics, I don't think. And the other ones make me break out in hives. But I'd rather have that than a sore throat. I mean, even if I take it with food, you know, you're always supposed to take antibiotics with food, but it just, oh my gosh. I think it's the Z-Pack that does that. I can't remember. Luckily, I don't have to take them that often. I don't even think this red one is Lori. I don't know who this fabric, this red belongs to. This is a great quilt to use your scraps though, even though I did order a kit. Because I'm a sucker for a kit. It was a good price too. I don't remember what it was offhand, but I know I wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't a good price. Now, the Quilted Farm Girl, that's probably going to be a whole different ballgame. That sucker's probably going to be $250 or $300, and I'm definitely getting it. So I'm trying to rein my shopping in preparation because I know I'm going to go for that. Oh yeah, hey guys, the Liberty box went on pre-order today at Fat Quarter Shop. I'm definitely getting it. They're actually gifting it to me. They're so freaking sweet. The last few specialty boxes they've gifted to me. And normally, like the last 3 times, I had already bought it. And I'm like, oh, thank you. I've already bought it, though. And they would send me back my reservation money. This time, though, I'm like, I'm going to wait and see if she offers it to me before I order. Because I usually order it immediately as soon as I see it. And sure enough, a couple hours later, she offered it to me. And I emailed, I'm like, yes, ma'am. I love their specialty boxes. They're like the Sew Sampler boxes, but they're not they're one-off purchases and they're themed to the holiday. I think it's going to be just $50 this year. And part of the proceeds go to Quilts of Valor, y'all. It's a good cause. They said up to $5,000 of the proceeds will be donated to Quilts of Valor. So use my link down below, please, if you do it, because I do on commission. Just on the 99-cent reservation fee or $5 reservation fee, but every little bit helps, right? All right, so I'm going to pull this off with my quilt on the side I'm working on. I have an extra, or was it here? I did put some extra over here when I was cutting. Yeah, they've got the Liberty box at 4th of July, the Cupid box in February for Valentine's, the Jolly box for Christmas, and the Spooky box for Halloween, and I always get them. I got too bad FOMO not to get them. But sometimes they could be a little more expensive, but I'm pretty sure this one said after your reservation fee, it'd be a little under $50 to get it when it comes out. And I think it's going to ship the 1st of June. I feel like I have fever. Oh, I'm lucky I didn't use it. Look, I was thinking I've probably got one in there I haven't done. I can't even remember what I was saying before I got distracted. No, I swear my brain is going quick, fast, and in a hurry. She's on her way out. She's like, it's been fun. I'll see you later. Let me grab another side. I'm making, if I didn't tell you yet, I'm making a postage stamp quilt, and I use that as leaders and enders. It's my quilt on the side, if you will. Because Lordy knows I've got a ton of 1.5 inch scraps. A whole shoebox full of 1.5 inch scraps. Prints. Half a shoebox full of 1.5 backgrounds. Okay, there's the sky. We're going to cut it up. Cut it up. Let's see. How many? Oh, we need 11. We are going to have a little excess here, so I'm going to make sure I've got a straight edge to start from. There we go. And cut 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, oops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's our little butterfly bodies. And on our butterfly wings, we're going to trim about 1/4 of an inch past that stitch line and press them. Flip and press, flip and press. I'm going to go work on these to the side just to save us a little time, because I don't know how long this row is going to take. So I'm going to go finish cutting and pressing all the wings, and I'll be right back. Okay, now we can start making our butterflies. So they're going to attach with the snowballs next to the body. And of course, just do one of each color. I might not have to bring it up. So I'll put the second one to the side as I go. I've got them kind of stacked up random, so I'm trying to keep them in this order as well. I finished season 3 of Love on the Spectrum, and it was so good. Oh my gosh, I think it was the best season yet. It's on Netflix. Me and Joni watched it when she was over. do remember what the singer started is it always pulls to the left. My blocks always try to shift to the left for some reason. Going to take these a little slower because this is kind of small pieces, and since it's pulling to the left, I want to make sure I can keep it straight. I need to make a Fat Quarter Shop order because I still want to use my scratch off coupon of $5 off. I know I put a new flower on there because this one's looking quite janky. It's wore out and now I've cut it up. And something else I had put on there. What the heck else? I put a couple things in my cart. If y'all's anything like me, I constantly have stuff in my cart. Every website I visit, I have a cart. And a lot of times that cart just sits there. And then I go, okay, done, and I exit out. So I know I put a Seems So Easy guide in the cart and something else. What the heck was it? I don't remember. Probably something Lori, probably some Lori doodad or another that I saw that's cute. Of course, I have to bring my order up to $25 to get my $5 off. There's probably some kind of Lori needle minder or something. I don't remember. Now, why the heck am I out of butterfly bodies? Did I make too many butterflies? Let me cut one more butterfly body. I'm not sure what's going on. I either made an extra set of wings or I'm one short on a butterfly body. Y'all were watching me count them out. Didn't I count out 11? This butterfly body is going to be skinny by the time there's 1/4 of an inch on each side. Y'all should have seen. I don't remember if I was doing the Sew With Me series when I made that Farm Girl Vintage 2. I think I was. I'm pretty positive I was because I had already done a few blocks on it. Like I heard I'd be done like 2 or 3 blocks, and then I started my Sew With Me series, and I think the rest of them are on there. Those little blocks, I'm still just blown away by them. They're so freaking cute. Okay, let me put these two together so I can pull these off. Why are you so short? You should not be that short. My throat's killing me, yo. We're gonna make some hot tea after this because it feels good with something hot on my throat. And since it's too late for a hot cup of coffee, I've got me some sleepy time tea in there. This is going to be my bedtime by the time I'm done with this video, for sure. I've just solved the mystery. Look what I did. Y'all probably saw it and was screaming at me. I put a butterfly body on 2 of my blues. Okay, no harm, no foul. No harm, no foul. I'll just rip one of them off. Throw it away. Now I don't know where this one was in there randomly. Set it to the side. I'm gonna go press these to the butterfly body. And I'm gonna show you something you probably should do every time you press, but I usually don't, is setting the seams. But I feel like it's very helpful when it's a small thing. So I set the seam first, put the iron on it, and then flip it up. So I'm gonna go do these and I'll be right back. Okay, got them all done. Now we'll put the other wing on. Again, snowball to the body. Y'all, also today I finished the Goldfinch movie, and I give it an A+ adaptation. They did a wonderful job adapting that book, which is rare. Usually I feel like people do horrible jobs when I read the book first, and then or it's just like a totally different story. They did so good. I highly recommend you watching it and reading it both. I give it one of these. And it wasn't as distressing as the book. The book to me was a lot more distressing. Because, you know, of course there's a lot more in the book, but they did an excellent job of condensing it. Not used to me sewing so slow, were you? I'm trying my best, Paul. Trying my best, honey. It's just because it's a little piece. I'm being more careful. I'm not looking forward to going and sitting at that raffle for hours tomorrow. They have the most uncomfortable chairs. that they set out. It's like a gymnasium that we're in. Well, it is a gymnasium at the community center. And they've just got those little cheap plastic chairs set up everywhere. So it's either that or sit on these wooden bleachers that really kill your butt. Just fingers crossed my name gets pulled very quickly. Last butterfly. Let's see, I can't remember what's back there. Half of these postage stamp blocks, they're all 9 patches, but half of them are going to have the prints in the corners and half of them the whites in the corners. So I'm trying to do, you know, every other. I think I figured up I have to make something like 720 blocks or something. I don't even, it's an absorbent amount. But goodness knows I've got enough 1.5 inch blocks. Okay, again, I'm going to press these to the butterfly body. Set, press. Freaking adorable. Freaking adorable. I love it. Let me go do all these real quick. Okay, now we're going to take our butterflies and put them in the row. And they're going to go like this. So the first one's going to be on its side. And it's going to have an A beside it. And the last one's going to have an A. So I won't need that for a minute. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Why are these different sizes? My butterflies are over. My butterfly's way over, y'all. Whoopsie doopsie. 1/2 inch. Length this way. See? I made my seams too scant on the body. Shoot. Let me get my square up. I didn't think I was doing a scant. Promise I didn't think I was doing a scant. I'm going to use my square up ruler and just trim the wings. Clip the wings. That much over, y'all. Okay, now it's good. Hopefully that won't affect its final look too bad. I'm doing a full seam here. I don't know. I'm glad I got square up rollers though, because that's helpful. Okay, the next one is going to be straight up and down, and it's going to, all the middle ones from now on are going to have E to the left. Obviously I was doing a scant or it wouldn't have come out that way. So my butterfly bodies should have been even skinnier. So now I've got a fatter butterfly body and less wings. I'm a beautiful butterfly. Cool Points, if you know what that's from. I'm a beautiful butterfly. I give you a hint why it made me think of that, because he's a big fat butterfly. He was a big fat caterpillar until he turned into a big fat butterfly. Might be just easier just to flip it with my hand. I hope my butterflies don't look funky. I mean, I could have ripped them all and redone them, but ain't nobody got time for that. That would not be very fun. Alright, this one's going to be a sideways one. I love that Lori started doing purples now. Pretty purples too. Purples and orange. It doesn't seem like she used to do very many oranges either, does it? I know she didn't used to do purple, and I'm pretty sure she didn't used to do orange. In my experience of her bundles, anyway. Was this one straight? It's supposed to be straight up and down? No, it was supposed to have been sideways. That's okay. I'll make the next two sideways to make up for it and just rearrange the order. Okay, the next two sideways, don't let me forget. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden. Dang it. Okay, and this one's going to be sideways as well. Man, I hope my butterflies don't look funky, y'all. Deformed butterflies. Won't be the first time I've made handicapped animals. my alarm just went off. My bedtime alarm, but I'm keeping on a trucking. Okay, now we should be back on track with a straight up and down one. Only got 15 more minutes in the hour. I hope I can get this row done in a timely. If I wasn't having to do this, I definitely would. But it's my own fault. Okay, sideways. Straight up and down. Oh, this has got a weird edge on it. Let me fix that. Straight up and down, and then the last one to the side. Just shh, don't tell nobody. Now this one will have that other A, since this is the last block, it'll have the other A block on the right hand side. Now, if you have your seams correct, you shouldn't have had to square up like I did. It's supposed to end up the right size. All right, let me make another one of these. Wait, I can do this one. Let's pull all these off. I'm gonna press to the E to the white and I'll be right back. All right, now I'm gonna get A. Started from the end, now we're here. Put these two together. I'm going back this way now. I think this is the first row by row quilt I've ever sewn. I'm pretty positive it's the only one. I don't remember doing one before. I know I've bought lots of patterns for a row by row, but I think this is the first one I'm actually doing. I like it. So far, so good. Oh, am I out of bobbin? What's going on? Of course I am. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. Oh. to change it. All right. Let me make sure I'm back on track here. I love that iPhone has done an update where you can actually pause your recording now. It's been so helpful. Before you weren't able to pause recording on an Apple phone, and I would always have just to edit every clip together, and that would take up more space for some reason on the phone. So thank you, iPhone, for that update. It wasn't this last update, but I just thought about it. That's why I got the editing software to begin with, so I could pause my videos or stop recording and do something. Now again, I'm going to go press these to the white, BRB. Okay, let's continue with our row 2x2 piecing. Just make sure your butterflies are rotating. Pull out my stiletto. She's doing a scant right now because she keeps pushing over. Move over. Lord have mercy. That was like a dog trying to go through a door with a stick. I just did. Kink. It's better. The stiletto's helping stay the course. Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? How's about cooking something up with me? Hey, good looking, what you got cooking? Okay, press to the white. Carry on. Piecing. confused about? Why she made us cut 3 1.5 width of fabrics. That's very strange. I think it's a pattern error. Because we're only going to need 2 C's for the top and the bottom sashing, and she had us cut 3 C's. And it's not a subcut either. I mean, it's showing us just a cut. That's very strange. That is very strange. Oh, she wants us to strip them end to end. Okay. So maybe she thinks 2s are not long enough. Butterfly row should measure 50.5. Okay, that's why. Yep. We're supposed to sew these end to end. So, not a pattern error, a reader error, i.e. me. She got cooking. How's about cooking something up with me? Oh. My block on the side still stuck to it. The last of the butterflies together. Instead of the last of the Mohicans, it's last of the monarchs. Ah. Press this real quick, and we'll just trim these as we go. I need to pull this off first. Two minutes till we're a full hour, so it's gonna run over, but not too bad. Not too bad. Pretty nice to be able to sew a block in an hour, huh? Or sew a whole row. I'm sure there definitely will be other rows that we cannot do in an hour, the more complex ones. But this one we'll be able to. Okay, then we're just gonna put this strip that we sew together on each length. Just anchoring and adjusting, making sure I'm lined up, trying to do a full 1/4 of an inch instead of a scant. hope my new foot comes in soon. I'm anxious to see if it's gonna work and Buffy's gonna behave again. I'm hoping it's gonna work, but I'm not feeling like it's going to. Time will tell. All right, I'm gonna trim this. Go ahead and use these. Oop, put this little clip up. Love my little clip pin cushion. It's gifted to me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what was that? Something went flying. I hope it wasn't one of these. I don't think it was. I don't know what that was. I don't know. Let me press this real quick. All right, now the other side. I don't think my butterflies look weird either. They look fine to me. I'll show y'all on the floor. When the bodies hit the floor. When the bodies hit the floor. Trim this. And I'll definitely save the rest of this strip in my scrap, my 1.5-inch scraps, to be used at a later date. I'll go ahead and leave it long as well. All right, let me press this and I'll be back to look at it. They're freaking adorable. They don't look weird to me. They look fine. What do y'all think? I think they're adorable. I'm happy with them. Happy with them. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me's. And I'll see y'all at the next one.